So this is the bench review of the EasyFly from Fancy Foam Models. It's primarily a trainer airplane, but you can also use it for combat if you'd like. Just a couple of things about the construction real quick. It's made primarily of EPP, which is this bendy material that I love and I'm sure everyone else does. It's really good for training since you can bounce it into the ground, bang it off things, run it into trees, and it'll pretty much bounce back. On to parts of the electronics. Just running at like a 10 amp speed control down here along with the cheap orange receiver, using a 9 gram servo on this side, 5 gram on this side. Doesn't really matter what you use. I just switched to 9 since the 5 gram on this one stripped out, but I would probably recommend going to 9 grams. Control surfaces, it comes pre-beveled like that, and I just use the simple welder's hinge, which has worked really well for me, and I like it. Just elevator and rudder for your control surfaces, and that's it really. Simple controls. It's got your KF airfoil right here, as you can see. For the wings, we have a little bit of polyhedral just to keep it straight, and that works really good. On the motor, we are running just your standard stick mount along with the 1300 kV Blue Wonder. You can also upgrade to a 1500 if you'd like a little more power, but the 1300 allows people who have just started out not to get into too much trouble with it. For the prop, we're running a 7x6 prop from GWS, which is pretty much indestructible unless you land it upside down, but I think we're doing pretty good on that part so far. On the way of control rods, we had to do a little bit of reinforcing right here, but that's about it. Just use some old servo arms, actually. I think that's what it is that we had. On the front of the fuselage, you can see it has the 3-part construction, so instead of being 9mm, it's actually a 27mm thickness up front. For the battery, you can use a 2 or 3 cell LiPo. I've been using a 3-cell 360 mAh lithium polymer battery just for a little more power. And that's all I have for the bench review of the EasyFly from Fancy Foam Models. I'll put a link to it in the description. Highly recommend this plane for anyone who's starting out so far. It's been a great plane for me, and stay tuned for the flight review if you'd like to know more.